Hey there folks, I'm back again with another Street Fighter review. This time it's Gouki, or Akuma if you prefer, the newest of the Storm Collectibles figures. He's just arrived. I'm really happy to have him. In-game Akuma is also pretty cool. I'm okay with him, although I would really like if he had a classic head. But either way, it's nice. This Kiki art is really phenomenal. I'm not really a fan of his, but this one looks good. A bunch of pictures of the figure in some in-game poses. So fireballs, Tatsu, Shoryuken, whatever. 178 centimeters and 90 kilos. So he isn't really a big guy, but the figure looks massive, so I can't wait to get him out of the package. And here he is, jumping up and fireballing down. It looks really interesting and cool. As you can see, he is flying on two separate stands. One, this attached to Akuma. You know it really well. That's the standard stand in the series. This one on his Hadoken. I can't remember how are Akuma's Hadokens called. Sorry about that. This one holding his fireball is the same stand Chun-li had with her Kikoken. So that's really cool, but I don't see a hole to peg this fireball into the stand, unless I'm blind or something. I don't know, I don't see anything, but still you can at least clip it in with this clamp, and that's pretty much it so far. Akuma looks really awesome. He also looks to be a much bigger figure than Ryu, so I can't wait to stand one against the other, and that's it. Let's look at the figure once again. Alright, first of all, I'm very sorry that it took me so long to upload this review. I had a very good reason. I wanted to wait for something to arrive from my colleague. If you want to know what it is, just be patient and watch the review all through the end. That's the way you won't miss out, and I think it will be a really cool thing to see. Now, the figure as he stands looks like this, and he's truly amazing. I can spoil this already for you. He is my favorite figure from this series. He's also probably my favorite figure of the year. He packs a lot of punch. The paints on him are pretty great. Sculpt is even better. As you can see here, he's got two of his accessories, some evil Dark Hado energy. Now, the details on him are really crazy. As you can see, just let me get this down. He has a lot of veins on his arms. That's really a lot. So here, and they go up and down. A bit veiny on his chest also. The figure has a bunch of cool surprises. One of them, those are just real beads, and it's awesome. It's really fascinating. Now, Akuma's SFV costume is very cool, in my opinion. I love the tattered look, and I love the ropes instead of gloves and belts. I'm also a huge fan of him and his flip-flops, but if you, for some reason, don't like Akuma's flip-flops, if you really want him in a classic look, you can freely remove them. There's no glue, they just pop on and off on this figure. It's great. It's such a cool addition and one of those secrets again. I know that the head is a really big point of contention of Akuma's current look. Not everybody likes it. Yeah, he looks like a lion or a sunflower or cauliflower or whatever. It's very strange, but it gives him this beastly look, which is very interesting. He's almost a Super Saiyan 3 because of it. It should also remind you a bit of Blanca, especially in the back. But the coolest thing about this hair, even if you don't like the way it looks, is the way it's built. Because Storm keeps up improving from figure to figure. This guy is like Ryu 2.0. He corrects almost every small flaw or mistake the first Ryu had. And since this is a completely new sculpt, he can really up the game. And coming back to the hair, he can freely look in every direction. Left, right, down and up. It's really cool the way they've built him, because they are really soft. And if you look down here, there's nothing. There's this cavity you could hide hide some accessories or a squirrel or something like that. And that's why Akuma can move his head. It's amazing. Again, it's truly really amazing. As with Hot Ryu, some parts that you wouldn't think would move, like the belt. What's more, the articulation on him is, like I said, even better than on Ryu and all the previous figures. Head moves on the upper part of the neck and also in the inner lower part of the neck. So that's that. Arms go in all directions. He's got the bicep swivel. He's got really huge butterfly joints, even bigger than, again, Ryu. A double elbow that really looks functions like a single elbow, unfortunately, and the cool double ball joint in his wrist for all the moves you would like to do. He also has the waist joint and ab joint, so he can do a bit of a crunch, about this much in the gi still on him, this much into the back. One thing, the head joint likes to pop out in the chest, but that also may be only on my figure. So yeah, that's also the rotation. Legs go front, back. He can do the splits easily, very easy. There's no hindrance in the legs like I had in my Hot Ryu. Rotation, double knee, which again could be deeper, like the elbows. Lower leg rotation, and up and down on his foot. Also a bit of a rocker, a bit more than on Ryu, but again it's not that much more. Plus he bends at the toes, and thanks to those flip-flops being a separate part, they bend with the toes. As far as accessories go, he has a bunch of them. We've seen so far those energy effects. Other than that, he also comes with a bunch of different hand options. 2 fists, which are essential for any fighting game character. 2 open palm gestures. I'm not sure if it's from one of... Oh yeah, he's got this move, slices a guy with his hand from top to bottom. So yeah, that's for this. He also comes with 2 pairs of hands like this. They look almost identical. These are for his Hadokens. These have the fingers, as you can see, a bit different. There's a small difference, but yeah, if you want more poses out of your Akuma, you should really be happy with what you have. Okay, is this acceptable as far as charging a Hadouken goes? I think so. It looks really damn awesome, if I can say so myself. If you just catch the perfect angle, like so. He lacks a charging up Hadouken effect, but he's got this one you've seen before, so you could probably use it like this. Not really. Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm impressed with how close he can have those arms stretched out. You could go even closer if not for the top of his gi. Yeah, but it's really cool. Now let's take this stand, this creepy, this crazy looking stand that Chun-Li also had. The very not cool thing is that the Hadoken doesn't have a hole to peg it on the stand. You have to use the clamp to somewhat hold it, which, as you can see, isn't very easy. But once you do it, it should work and don't fall out. Just be careful. And something like this, probably, maybe. Even, oh yeah, lower. That's it, baby. He can do it. As you can see, I've changed his head to be screaming, raging, demoning. almost raging at a demon. That, yeah, that's his screaming head. You've seen this one, which is my favorite. This showing his teeth one, but he also comes with a standard angry face, which is also nice. Changing them is really simple. You just have to take out the front of his hair, actually. Take out the face out of it, peg it here. You can also try without the hair, but it looks bad. So just do it like this and like this, and here it goes. Actually, if we're speaking again about the hair not being his traditional, you could also, of course, attempt a swap, like so. Okay. I've waited a bit to get this head. That's my secret for this review. I had hoped it would be a bit bigger, but because of how big Akuma is, his head is also bigger than Ryu's and all the other figures. The standard figures like Ryu, Ken. So I'm not surprised now that this head is too little. It's from Jazzwares, I think, from the Street Fighter, Capcom vs SNK2 line. But it's interesting. I could probably cut out the face and use this one on this hair. Let me see. Let me see actually how it would look. Like this, peg it in, just leave those ears. It could actually work with some additional sculpting, but yeah, should be fine. The NECA Akuma head, I would say, will also be too small. It looks good on the Ryu body, which I've seen some Akuma custom figures before in storm scale using the Ryu, so considering this guy is bigger than Ryu, as you'll see later, I wouldn't count on the NECA head being in scale with him. So sorry about that. Okay, a couple cool quick things before we wrap this up. As you can see, you can really easily attain his alternate costume from Street Fighter V with his gi down a la Ken. It's really easy to do. You just have to literally peel it off him, pull it down. Still attached via his belt. Looks amazing. His chest is really awesome. He's also built very, very different from Hot Ryu. Let me just remove this and this. He's got those huge butterfly joints that let him do things like this. And wow, look at those pecs. I haven't seen this before. Wow. Seriously, this is even better than those pumped up biceps on Figure-Rise Goku. The bigger one. Just crazy. I love it. But yeah, you have this, you have those beads. You can probably use them on his neck, but they are too big. He also comes with this alternate gi top with the Shin kanji on his back. And now it's time for some comparisons. Here's Hot Ryu. He is a bit lower than Akuma, believe me. I don't want to get this out of this position because I really like how he looks here. Here's my custom Guile, who is about a forehead bigger than Ryu, so you can imagine. They look awesome all together. Switching view for Chun-li. She stands really tall. Let's get Bison here. Let me just adjust his legs. Yeah, Bison is clearly taller than Akuma is. Let's also switch Chun for Sota Bison, who doesn't have his head right now. And since we're here with old figures, let's use the aforementioned Akuma figure. As you can see, those guys are probably even in height, but the new Akuma is really 1000 times better than this old compared to him piece of crap. And the biggest guy in the roster as of now, Zangief. Okay guys, I may not be as excited today as I was when I first got him out of the package, but believe me when I say that Akuma is my favorite figure of this entire year. He is just perfect. This hair isn't as bad as you may think. I actually like it very much in figure form. Looks great. He has, again, looks like a total beast, a very, very evil person. He's amazing. He has a lot of really cool accessories. All those hidden features on this figure are great, and again, if you really don't like this head, just switch it out for something else. Do a bit of customizing and bashing of this face with the other Akuma's hair, and you will be done with it. So yeah, that's that for now. Let me know, how do you like him? I hope you like him very much, and see you later guys. He's amazing, I love him. Wow, he's so darn good.